leadership were determined that the march would go off peacefully. They've even introduced stewards, who were issued with a very particular set of instructions.
We don't want to see anyone doing any Nazi salutes or fingers giving the press cheek, anything like that. We're not here to cause trouble. We're here to peacefully protest.
You should explain why you're here today. Well, today, Kurt Wilders was promoting his video Fitna, which is about stopping the Islamisation of Europe. And we've been marching all over Britain, really, to stop militant Islam. And basically today we're here to support...
While I was trying to understand the EDL's message, the supporter hit the camera into my producer's face.
Just punched him for no reason.
Wherever the EDL go, the UAF are never far behind. United Against Fascism are a collective of groups and individuals who campaign against the extreme right, and in particular the BNP. They say that the EDL are no different, calling them Nazi racist thugs. When 3 black UAF supporters taunt some EDL demonstrators, their reaction was aggressive and racist. One even made monkey noises. But as I walked through the crowd, I began to realise that things weren't quite so straightforward.
A lot of people think the EDL is it's not just about Islamic extreme. They say they're racist, so they'll be surprised to see you here.
I'm proving that they're not racist.
They were especially proud of one particular supporter, Abdul, who had travelled all the way from Glasgow.
Let me in for a few pictures.
Hey, Abdul,
I think everybody here just got fed up with seeing the country getting attacked again and again, more threats, and the people that are doing that are not really Muslims. They call themselves Muslims, but they're extremists, because Islam doesn't teach you to blow up trains and kill anybody and that.
Even more prominent was Gurmit Singh. The EDL cite Gurmit as proof they are not racist, but he hadn't quite understood the script.
God bless every single person in this country, of all religions, creeds and cultures. And you know what? Even God bless the Muslims, they'll need it for when they're burning in fucking hell.
That wasn't an attack against militant Islam, the purported target of the demonstration, but against all Muslims. In the last 10 years, Stoke has become something of a BNP stronghold. Like many EDL members, Lee joined up through Facebook, where he met Gaz, who set up the Stoke division last September.
How are you, mate?
Despite having a trade as a mechanic and having been employed all his working life, Gaz is far from prosperous, or even comfortable.
I went to college for 5 years, mate. I didn't mean to diploma and all this mechanical crap, you know what I mean? And I thought I was going to be rich, mate, you know what I mean? It's not the case. I'm no better off than someone on the dole who's got 2-3 kids.
Their story is common in towns like Stoke, where traditional industries have collapsed and the new ones are employing people with an entirely different set of skills in high-tech industries.
That was the land that got divorced for £1. They're favouring, aren't they? Favouritism, isn't it?
Gaz and Lee believe the land this mosque is being built on was sold for £1.
You're just giving it away, isn't it? I think £1's the least someone can buy a piece of land for, so they just sold it for £1.
Actually, the land has been leased for £1 a year by the local council, not sold, under the condition that a neighbouring community centre for use by all of Stoke's residents must also be built. If it isn't, the lease can be revoked, but the perception of favouritism remains. In fact, only 6.5% of the Stoke population is immigrant. Bolton prepared for the EDL. Everyone was advised to stay away. The town centre was effectively on lockdown by the time the EDL arrived. I had seen and heard racism at every demo I'd been to. Some of the things I'd heard were so offensive that we decided not to broadcast them. Gurmit was still being pushed forward as the respectable face of the EDL and the voice of its leadership. But just a few weeks earlier, he'd been secretly recorded by a national newspaper that quoted him making a highly racist remark. Tempers began to fray.
The riot police just started pushing the EDL back.
I joined up with Gaz and Lee from Stoke as they set off for another EDL demo in Dudley. Could the EDL finally demonstrate without the day being marred by violence and racism? Suddenly, in the middle of the speeches, half the crowd surged to one corner of the car park.
It's not a fucking riot!
Something had triggered their anger.
Don't record this. Mate, we're with EDL Stoke, we're invited to be in. No, I know, but he's filming us kicking off, and last thing we want is that on TV. Every demo we get sent off, and that was our chance to look good. And the police have fucked it up.
Violence and racism came out yet again.
Torn down all the fences surrounding the demo area. There's no UAF here, so there's no provocation.